Superman likes it.
He sees the good in everyone, and I see the truth.
Hello viewers, my name is Adam and this is Sicky Me Productions to bring you another trailer review. In this video, I'll be discussing the teaser trailer for Supergirl. This movie was actually originally called Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow because it's actually directly adapting a more modern comic book storyline that involves Zor-El, and where she's going through a very depressing depressing crisis in her mental state, and she usually, as addressed in the following film, previous film, Superman, she tends to go out and party on other worlds in vast galaxies to wind down, so to speak. This is exactly what happens in that comic book, and what looks like from the plot from that comic that's being adapted here in this movie, it looks like she's reluctantly going to have to save an alien princess of sorts. This is going to be a very different take on Supergirl's character that was departed from more notable representation of that character. Most people probably more known Supergirl's from Melissa Benoist's character when the CW had their own Supergirl TV show in the Arrowverse. And much older audiences will recognize Helen Slater, who had the first live-action Supergirl film back in the 1980s. This is the second solo Supergirl film in the vast Superman franchise. For this one particular, it's the second film in James Gunn's new rebooted DC universe. But this is going to be the first production that James Gunn is not directing or writing. This is going to be directed by Greg Gillespie, who is more known for I, Tonya, and also his Disney live-action prequel of Cruella. From what we are seeing here in this Supergirl, it looks like it's following a narrative pattern that Greg Gillespie has already established himself, focusing on stories on infringe women who's somewhat against some sort of societal norms. And Supergirl, that most people know Supergirl to have a more balanced temperament like Superman, at least from what most mainstream media may presents. This storyline, she is clearly going through some stuff, and from what we see in this teaser, for as long as she thought she was herself was the lone survivor of the known planet of Krypton. And it looks like from this teaser we're also going to be seeing her perspective of things that's directly from the comic books of the bottled city of Kandor, one of Krypton's capital cities. And from that event, it looks like that will, from what we know, possibly from the upcoming film Man of Tomorrow, really sets up Brainiac in a big way. So this saga that James Gunn has been developing over the course of the whole of his universe, this is going to be an important film to watch. But by itself, the teaser looks like it's going to be, it's going to be following. This sets up Tomorrow really well if they're doing Brainiac's story as the main villain in that Superman sequel, that's follow-up. This should be its own self-contained story as well, because this is going to be adapting on one particular storyline that is very critically acclaimed in modern media. Millie Alcock is owning this version of Kara that I'm seeing so far. Seeing Crypto again is going to be a very welcome addition, and it looks like it's going to be a very pivotal moment for Crypto as well. That may be going to be some very emotionally charged for some audiences who already became beloved, accustomed to that alien canine. But I wish that we saw a little bit more of Globo. We only see a very brief shadowy tease of him. And for Jason Momoa to be such a major mainstream actor, this teaser would have been helpful to really present a very strong first impression, especially since female-led superhero movies, they tend to not really sway the mainstream public as studios may intend. But showcasing Kara Zor-El and so much of her capabilities here, and it's so much different style than Superman, more aggressive, more fierce. This is going to be some very standout action that is teased in this trailer. I like the color the balance that they have here, even though that supports the storyline that they're adapting, even though there is a slightly darker tinge than what Superman was shown in that movie. It does not sacrifice the color at all, so it's a nice good color balance here that really helps the visuals pop. And we're going to be, and some people may say that this is like Guardians of the Galaxy-esque. From what I see, yeah, they're using a pop or more 80s pop music that's really complements the plot really well, mind you. I feel as though that's just very surface level at best, and we're going to be going. If they adapt the storyline as it is in the comic, people that comparison will be shot down, quite very much so. But what I'm seeing here, very promising first look. I just wish that we had some Lobo, because Lobo is not from that storyline, but he is. That would be very beneficial to show him, to really get audiences going, to really move forward for the. If you want this DC reboot to keep on going, especially in the midst of very questionable future for Warner Brothers at large. So yeah, that's how I feel about this teaser look for Supergirl. I'll be staying keep watch on this movie, as the James Gunn DC universe is so far has been pretty solid. And for this to be the first production where he's not directly involved creatively, it's going to be very interesting to see a different visionary take hold of the DC universe, especially since next year not only Supergirl but also Clayface and Lanterns, the TV show. It's very interesting stuff to look forward for DC. My name is Adam, and this has been Seeking Me Productions. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. What are your takes on this version of Supergirl? What you're familiar with what James Gunn is cooking up lately as the DC at large, and if you want to check out and discuss even further, that's on this channel. Check out our social media outlets of Letterboxd, X, Threads, and Instagram. For other content we know naturally post on this channel. Again, my name is Adam, and this has been Seeking Me Productions. See ya.